Mohammed from Fremont, are you with us?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. I have a couple of three questions and an observation. The observation is with regards to the President's speech regarding his reasons for bombing Libya. And with all due and extreme humility and sense of respect for his position, I would say that's a lot of hogwash. If
I agree.
He was accurate, then he would be, what is he doing about Bahrain? What is he doing about...
I agree, Mohammed. So how can I help you? I tried to... we voted against it in Congress. The President didn't pay any attention to us, but maybe he will next week. What else can I help you with?
My second question is with regards to the tremendous amount of money that we are spending in these wars. If in agreement with all the previous callers who have talked about this, is all of that money could be brought back into the United States and spent into the development of an electric power or a clean energy vehicle, by now in the last 10 years we would have 10 different varieties.
Yes. We spent literally trillions of dollars on these wars that have done nothing except kill a lot of innocent Americans and others. So I agree. We should not be involved. I know of no war that we're involved in now that I think is worth supporting, and I think we should rely more on diplomatic means. So I share your concern. And
finally, my point with respect to the economy is why do we keep importing stuff that we can't make ourselves or don't want to make ourselves? Why do we?
Well, we keep importing stuff that we can't make ourselves. We can make it. We just can't make it at a price that other countries make it and sell it to us. And many of us push for Buy American, where it's purchased by the federal government or others. But in other cases, companies that make cars or whatever they make want to buy parts at the cheapest amount. So that's how we have to move ahead. Max in Fremont, are you with us?
Hello, Congressman. During the course of the last few years, the politicians have really not spoken that much about the national parks. Can you shed some light on that?
Well, when you say politicians haven't spoken about national parks, I think that they've tried, in terms of the national parks, to fund them and make them more open and useful to the population. They're expensive to maintain and to improve, and in some cases they've started to charge fees, which people object to. But in an effort to keep them available for everybody, we may have to continue to either ration the use of a national park, as it were, or charge fees. What park do you like best?
Well, I'm a big fan of Coyote Hills and Point Reyes National Seashore.
That's the Don Edwards Seashore, and a dear friend of ours in Fremont, and former congressman who helped found the National Seashore, and it's one of the great treasures. So I appreciate your calling, and we'll continue to see if we can keep that entire Bay Area clear, clean, and useful for wildlife and for recreation. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Congressman.
All right. Heron from Fremont,
yes,
are you with us?
Yes, Congressman. Thank you very much for listening to our voice. I had only two questions. One has been bothering me for years and years, that how come the senators and congressmen are not part of Social Security as well as Medicare?
Oh, we are.
Right.
We are.
You pay same...
Yes. I pay the same Social Security and Medicare that anybody else does. So
oh, great.
There are people who would suggest that we don't, but we do.
Okay,
and happily, it's a good program, and we want to see it.
And my second question is, for years and years, we still have that $3,000 over and above capital gain to be deducted as a losses. Now that number has been, since I'm paying taxes 40 years, and has never been changed in today's day and age. Why nobody point that out, that that value should be raised so that we can take care of our more losses?
Well, lowering taxes is easy. Raising them is difficult, and none of us like to pay them, but we have to keep the country solvent. So it's an area in which mostly upper income people pay, and it's important that we continue it. But listen, thank you for calling in.
Thank you very much.
I want to thank all of you for taking time to be part of our conversation. Before I leave you, I want to ask, first of all, what you thought of tonight's format and our calls. I'd like you to press 1 if you thought our town meeting was useful. Press 2 if you didn't think it was useful. And press 3 if you aren't sure. I'll repeat that one more time. Press 1 if you thought our town meeting was useful or interesting. And press 2 if you didn't like it. And press 3 if you're not sure or don't care. I'm sorry that we weren't able to get to many of your questions, and your opinion is important. So I urge you to go to my website. The website is www.stark.house.gov. And if you'll go to that again, www.stark.house.gov, share your opinion with me, and I'll answer your questions as quickly as I can by email. Or if you stay on the line, after I hang up, you'll be transferred to a voicemail account, and the voicemail account will record your concern, and then it'll take a while. Now, we usually get a lot of people who send us emails whose questions I was unable to get to. So I hope you'll be patient with us. We will get back to you. Your opinion's important to me, and I look forward to our next telephone town meeting